there's Mubabadi, alafu Mubaba. You know, you're just going with an old man, and then there's that one that you. So that's what I'm trying to.
Okay.
So red flag is a bit cute, and then those things are just crimes, like against humanity. That's I'm trying to showcase what I think my understanding of red flags is.
Have you ever been called a red flag?
Hey.
Go direct.
Hey, my friend, we only have 10 minutes. Let's
You
be
have?
guided.
Yes,
Let's
no?
be guided.
Yes, no.
No, quite a number of times actually.
Hello. Hi guys. How are you feeling?
We're good.
I'm stoked to be here. It's not a feeling most Kenyans like to have, especially the current things going. There's more to follow again, guys. As you can see, I'm the presence of so much greatness. You know, black on the outside to speak for the excellence, white on the inside of their purity. I don't know what that says about me and Konene. Well, whoops. So guys, as always, Konene, Owen,
Corey.
RJ.
Oh wow.
But you said as always. Okay, first of all,
Yeah,
did you
that's
just say RJ?
yeah. Today he's not going. What would you call them?
Monica's.
Today he's his own man.
What brought the shift?
Oh, I've not done my research. That's all.
Okay.
Sijafanya homework.
Fair enough.
Next episode nitakuwa nimefanya homework.
Fair enough.
You said always, but there's someone who's always not here.
Oh, well, I mean, she has been for the last 4 episodes, I guess.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. But she'll tell us more.
Because there's always more to follow.
Bingo.
There we go.
Done it. That beautiful. You know what? I think I'll just get into it. Since everyone is in such good vibes, there's always more to follow, as RJ has said. I think today we wanted to get back into
Ngoja kwanza.
Yeah.
Tulikuwa tunaanzanga na would you rather.
affairs.
Na kuna would you rather tulifanya hapa. Ikatuletea magendo. I just want to know.
Yeah.
Would you rather it was walk around with wet socks or shower with all your clothes on?
Yes.
Tuanzie
Walk
hapa.
around with wet socks or
Shower with all your clothes on.
For the rest of your life.
clothes on.
You would rather shower with your clothes on?
Yes.
Why?
Because I don't like cold feet.
But you'll be showering with clothes
Yeah,
on.
that's
including socks.
It's like
Including
telling you
socks.
no, it's fine. I'm only showering. I'm not walking around with wet socks.
Utajiosha aje surely kaa
Ai, si
everywhere.
unainongo unaosha kwenye unaosha.
Nashuku hawa se ni wale wa kwenda kwa roho. Unaona kwa ridhe pale.
Juu maji inapata ngo imaanisha
Hebu
sita.
think
Kwanza wewe juu unakuanga
Think
na
about
Lake
wet
Naivasha.
socks for the rest of
Nyinyi
your
ndio
life.
mnaenda
And I'm just like
Utapata fungus,
mashing.
miguu yako itanuka, itaoza.
You think the same won't happen when you're showering with clothes?
But it's
I
just
don't.
showering.
Yes.
Then after the shower, I go wear dry clothes.
utakuwa umejiosha wapi?
It's just I can't be naked in the shower.
Unainongo unaosha kwenye unaosha. Point is-
Neza amua nguo yangu ya kuoga is a sheer night dress.
That's
Yes.
true.
Fair enough.
Bado nitaoga fiti.
Clothes plural.
Jitetee yako yote.
No, clothes is plural.
You know what this is
Sawa.
giving? I don't know if you saw that TikTok that was going around for white guys when they were shocked that people wash their feet.
Oh,
Like
and
their
they shower on a
legs.
daily basis. I think that's a very interesting concept.
Like, what's wrong
White
with
people don't shower. But then also,
They have
people
birthdays.
Don't
Like
even wash their belly buttons. That's the one ick.
Oh yeah.
I
Konani on brand always.
but it's because I think I was interacting with one of them. The fact that they don't come from the tropics and they don't sweat as much, for them, and because majority of the time their countries are cold, so they don't see the need. You know, it's not something that they acquire from when they're very young.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Interesting. Or they're just dirty.
they're just dirty.
Okay.
exactly.
Fair enough.
There's no
There's also
explanation for
that.
not.
And I think there's another notion of them walking into the house with their shoes. Umetoka nje unaingia kwa nyumba haujatoa viatu and for some it's okay.
Yeah.
Vile umetoka nje ndio utaingia ndani, utaenda kwa bedroom, probably some end up going on the bed with their shoes as well. Bora tu usikanyange kitanda.
That's why you
That
need
for
African mothers. That slap.
You know what, na mate hapo nje.
Even in
African
you
mother.
Kama
see,
zile Air Force zinavaliwangu hadi zinakuwa grey.
again, 'cause you know, but you see, washing shoes is a concept, like it's a foreign concept to most of them as well. They rarely wash their shoes. You see, I used to ask when I was younger why they don't have hanging lines. They change clothes for different seasons. So you'll have winter clothes.
That's why you do a spring cleaning.
Yeah, spring cleaning.
Okay, that's very interesting.
Spring cleaning is not just the day you actually deep clean your house.
No, you remove
thought so.
everything, even your clothes and
Yes.
everything.
But clothes are okay.
So they'll
But
have winter
that's
clothes.
a very
to-
interesting
yeah.
concept.
Yeah.
Juu huku apartments zimejaa mabalcony.
Yes.
But if you think a typical European apartment,
Yeah.
ni block tu.
Yeah.
Hata ina dirisha.
There's none.
Damn.
And then
Guy.
for those ones who are living in the flats or the projects, they go to now dry cleaning stations.
Hey.
Yeah.
Your clothes never air at some point. Like they don't
So you
need
know
airing.
the
So
dry
you walk
cleaning and
outside
then dryer.
and they layer.
That's why they smell there. They smell.
Wow.
However that is. I'm not saying it's
Do
bad
they
or nice.
smell?
Like however it
How
is.
do they smell?
I wouldn't know. When you go black, you never go back. So I've always been black.
Sounding like a red flag.
Yeah.
Going into our topic today.
Mm.
What are red flags? Dear Miss Corey, how do you feel about red flags?
I mean, I don't like the idea of painting one person, one thing. This is what's happening with this too.
They're also on the clearly demonstrating what this is it. But first,
It's drooping.
It's one
I-
time
Konene
I-
got so
we're
much.
focused. I'm so sorry.
No,
She got
it's
so
okay.
much trees. The mic is dropping, so that's fair.
Hey.
Uh-huh.
Red flags. Painting a person as one thing, and that's like, you know, a red flag gives you a very solid color. You can't be black, white, and anything else. It's just one thing. So when you talk about
shades of that color,
shades of red,
Yeah.
shades of red flags.
so you can be mauve and you can be maroon.
Well, the red
Burgundy.
flag could be burgundy.
And now the issue here is red flags.
Okay, as a concept.
And,
So
yes.
we're looking at it from the conventional perspective. So there's no, how do I put it, granular differentiations. It's just umse anakuanga red flag, I'm a green flag.
And I'm saying this because I know I've been.
Oja. Anakuanga ama akona.
Yeah, that's also that. I think that's what Corey is trying to bring out. Like, is a person a red flag, or there are certain things, characters that are red flags? I think that's where we have
Oh,
a
yeah,
dissonance.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
It's not like your entirety is a red flag, but there's some characteristics about you that are red flags.
But me having them, I think the notion we have or the discussions that I have, people have right now, if I say person XYZ is a walking red flag,
yes,
the idea is to put this person aside. Like, bora tu akona red flag, you're told to run away from that person. I'm like, that's a red flag. Leave the conversation, leave the room, leave that person. And I think what I'm trying to at least bring out is, I know I have red flags, and I think I'm also starting to see what mine are. I would hate for someone to judge me based on that.
that's very interesting. You what? Like, you have red flags?
I
Give us
do,
one
I
red
do.
flag of yours.
My communication is so bad.
Well,
most of us.
It's so bad.
well,
Me hata sitaongea.
well.
Taanza
But
kuranta
look at
hapa.
it this way. When I talk about if probably it's about a new friend we've met in the friend group and somebody speaks of their red flags, we don't look at it as they're red flags you can cope up with or they can be worked on. Like nikwambie, your issue is communication. So we plan better and have like one fortnight, we have to have a discussion. So in your diary, you have to put that in one fortnight, me and Konene have a call or have a day to sit down and talk and just catch up for those 2 weeks. Because clearly, catching up with you every day is going to be difficult.
It's a lot, yes.
Exactly.
Do you think everyone has that sort of understanding? Do you exercise the same understanding with every single person?
Yeah, everybody has their flaws.
I'd like
so
to
it's
think if
just
you
you work on them.
yeah, if you intent. Everything is about intent, and that's it brings me to two things. One, like you mentioned your red flags, or
That's
mentioned the
one of
red flag. Yeah, one of them. Is it one red flag is subjective? You see, you don't say someone is a walking red flag.
Ooh, that's true. Yeah.
He had red flags that made me either like Corey over Konene or like Konene over Corey. So the conversation is much deeper or larger or wider, whichever works. So
You're supposed to snap your fingers.
But they're walking red flags. They're just those red flags that this person is a red flag. Like a
No, that's what
violent
she's-
person,
that's
that's
what
a
she's-
walking red flag.
yeah, you
That's
see
an
that,
outlier.
yeah, there are those things that people would agree worldwide, like
Okay.
violence, rape, and so many other sorts of things. But that's fair, and those are just crimes. Those are not red flags. Red flag sounds like
Those behaviors.
there's mubabadi alafu mubaba. You're just going with an old man, and then there's that one that you. So that's what I'm trying to.
Okay.
So red
there's
flag is a
severity
bit
of it.
cute, and then those things are just crimes, like against humanity. That's I'm trying to showcase what I think my understanding of red flags is. So, yeah. I've forgotten the other thing. I think.
What are your red flags in another? Like if you say it with someone else, it'd be. I'm done.
Ooh.
The reason why I started with myself is because I'm starting a lot of self-reflection, and I'm trying to see what do I think I am versus what other people see. So
Fair enough.
I'd want to know, what red flags do you see in others? I'm like, that's something I can't do. And what do you think are some of your red flags? Someone else would see, I'm like, this is an X for me.
For seeing in others, I rarely have the mindset of having that red flag, like this is a red flag, because when you understand people, or when you are experiencing or forming relationships with people, you see, and people keep on evolving and changing. I don't like, because you see, when you're picking out certain activities, characters, feelings, emotions, when you dive into all of those things, you'll be like, okay, for example, today, I'm more understanding today. I didn't like how ABCD was. So for me, for it to be like, this is a red flag, I've never been in that position. Like, never be like, these are the red flags I go looking for. But if I was to pick one, let me use this context. Like, I'm straight, so it's always been a concern that I am poly, whatever. I am straight. I'm very straight. So let's say, like in my relationships with women, for example, I don't do violence because I've never fought. I'm a soft person. Like, fine, we've disagreed, and a lot of people would say so many things about me, but I don't fight. The moment it becomes violent, because that one-off chance that I retaliate, I stop becoming who I am. And that means a lot to me. So I think for me, the only red flag I can quickly conjure up, like from other people, is like being with a woman who is violent, for example. Now, for me, I think they're numerous. It depends with who you ask or what time at different things. So yeah, and they're quite many. Like Konene properly brought in a couple of seasons. A couple of episodes ago, or a season ago, or season or two ago. So yeah.
Okay. Raf, have you ever been called a red flag?
Hey.
Go direct.
Hey, my friend, we only have 10 minutes. Let's
You
be
have?
guided.
Yes,
Let's
no?
be guided.
Yes, no?
No, quite a number of times, actually.
How dare you?
I think my biggest red flag is how totalitarian I get. And it also expresses itself in also the language that I use. So when it gets to a point where there's confrontation and, people are one-upping one another, I can decide, okay, fine. Instead of us doing one step at a time, let me climb a couple of stairs and finish you off. We finish this conversation. So sometimes, you know very well, there's a friend of ours who they found me on a bad day. Let me just be honest, because typically I don't enjoy fighting people. I'll tend to prolong the conflict, which also I've been told is another red flag of mine. Because people are asking me, why are you tolerating the nonsense? But now if you find me on a bad day, it becomes the complete opposite. So, somebody came and they decided they're going to fight me, and I told them, you know what, I'm better off befriending a vegetable, because clearly
I was wondering which case was this. But
Yeah.
But
you see, the escalation was so unnecessary. So I said, okay, fine. Well, let's stop doing tipo chako. Let's get into the meat and potatoes of it all. So that's it. But I continuously work towards mitigating the number of instances this comes out.
Okay.
I think that tends to be my form of aggression. I can be petty, but hiyo inakuanga banter by then, inakuanga jokes. Yeah. But something interesting happened to me a few weeks back at a wedding, which was now like a red flag I noticed about other people. Unajua tumeingia kwa harusi. In fact, this lady was doing makeup for like the bride and stuff like that. Then ikifika time ya kutoka, madama na viatu zilikuwa zimeibiwa. Imagine.
Kenya is not like
where to get those territories. Those patapatas follow you. Yeah, where to get it. She had to go also to the church to like touch up the bride and stuff like that.
So she had party the whole time.
Hey!
How is she supposed to?
And then the house help was like, niliona ule mama aliba viatu zako. Na alikuwa amekuja na kale ka Uhuru bag ka blue. Kaeka ndani ya nini kaenda na. Ndio unaangalia tu unasema.
Inaweza kuwa ameiba ndio apelekee mama mdanganya amembaia gift for once.
No, but still surely. Anyway, tukiwa high school also that happened to us. Tumeingia bashi amse ametuinvite ni yuko mahali lavi. So us were there, and this guy is like, hey, by the way guys, my mom doesn't allow shoes inside the house. You guys need to leave the shoes outside. So tukaingia ndani, tukapelekwa huko kwa yard nini hadi tumepewa macrocs, all of that and everything. Akaita mse wa Bell wa Gikosh
zote
camera 1 zote.
So all of you guys
tunashanga na unajua si a gated community, ni stand alone.
All of you guys are coming out. You look like you're in a Japanese monastery or something. So wild.
So ilibidi wase waingie mauba nini.
Chief life yako, I think, inafaa kwa movie. Some of these things.
I think a red flag that personally I consider a red flag, but most people don't, is how people think I'm capable of anything.
But you carry yourself like you're capable of everything and anything.
No. There's the I can do it, and then there's ile ufala. Unajua, like these guys, they'll be like, they'll see me somewhere odd doing something, like out of the blue, and they'll be like, yeah, we expected it from you, and I'm like,
again, unajibebanga kama mse anaweza fanya kila kitu. It's your aura.
No,
it's who you are.
He's talking about, you see, there's the doing very great things. I mean, yeah, he wears very many hats. He does so many things. And then you see people expect a person to just remain in that particular way you interact with them. And then he'll do some heinously stupid things. That's what we're talking. That's what he's talking about.
It's like something.
Z.
So like if we was to say right now we're going to the club, we expect you to come up with which club we're going to, which car we're using, what drinks we're gonna drink. Like that's you. That's what I'm saying.
But now tukifika kwa club na zishike, I can open someone's car door and just get in and sit inside.
Yeah, like wild thing. Yeah, like
it's not. Yeah, unakumbuka ile day tulienda nini?
In Africa we don't even prompt him, because you see, there's a day tumezunguka round about 4 or 5 times, and I'm telling the people like, can you shut up, because Raphael is feeding off this. Why are we going around about like?
But then nilikuwa pale Desta, kenda kwanza, then watu wana complain, kenda bi. Then wanashinda complain. Then when he's getting mad, he's like, guys keep quiet, man.
I'm like, these guys are not understanding.
Were you conscious about it was somebody who was not giving the right direction?
No, I
No,
just
he's doing it to
intrusive thought.
piss them off. Yeah.
Wow.
It's just an intrusive thought.
So yeah, like he let his intrusive thoughts win. But I mean, when you see you mentioned something, when we look at red flags, for it to be a red flag, no human being has perfection, and I think that's what life is about. Is that chase for perfection, right? So if you're heavily mitigating it more than you don't, is it a red flag, or that technically means you're healthier because you moved on? You
Sasa
see?
ndio tunaingia hiyo spectrum, yeah. Kaa ni maroon
Okay.
ama ni mauve.
I'm a pink.
Yeah,
Ama-
hata red flag iko na shades.
Piano.
Okay, you guys tell us.
No, wait, Konene, any red flags? Have you been called a red flag before?
Yeah. I have one red flag that everybody just speaks about, and it stays at the back of my head, and I never stop doing it. It's my self-esteem. Like, I talk down on myself a lot, and it's just in me. Even when I'm just doing it as a joke, but sometimes I'm joking, but the jokes are serious. Yeah.
Hey, that was heavy, man.
Yeah, we should
We
unpack
top
that.
down into the mic.
Top
kwanza.
down to the mic.
Sawa, ona. Shikilia tu mic. Shikilia tu.
We'll call this episode the episode that Konene fondled.
Well, guys, you tell us what you think about red flags. We used to have the question thing at the end.
Yeah. We can have a question, a poll.
What are your red flags? What do you think each other's red flags are?
Or what's your take on red flags?
For those people who've listened to us from the beginning.
In the beginning.
From the beginning.
What do they think our red flags are?
Oh yeah, because they know you to an
Yeah.
extent at this point.
I am not ready for the comments. I'm already scared. But fine, fair enough.
Yeah.
Watu wako nene mtuambie, because we know what who the comments would be filled with. But yes, watu wako nene
By the way,
mtuambie.
comments, but saa kuna kori, saa tunaona. Si hatuna letu, ni sawa.
Yeah.
Cory ndio analeta
Nta-
mubabas,
oh.
mubabas.
Oh.
Well,
Let's
Cheers,
wait.
guys.
Let's
Cheers,
wait
guys.
and see.
Cliffhanger, guys. That's it. Thanks.